was Herman Tuck.
There.
And that's him on that picture in the middle too. And that's Bruce. That was the one who came out to Herman. Herman and Bruce.
How did the previous owners develop this restaurant?
This restaurant's been here since 1964. Herman Tuck. Actually, there's some pictures of him on the wall. He started this. It didn't even start as a restaurant. It started as like a hangout. You know, this was in probably 63, and it just kind of grew. And it got to the point to where they used to have shuffleboard and ping pong. This was a real hangout. They'd come here and drink beer, do a little gambling with each other.
So like a casino bar kind of thing.
I ain't gonna say casino. It was just a hangout. You know,
Okay.
Everybody just came and hung out. You know, Herman cooked food too, but it wasn't a restaurant yet. And over time, it became so popular, and it was a guys' hangout, and the women wanted to come get some food. And so finally, Herman built another house out back and moved all that stuff out. And in '64, it actually became a restaurant. And you asked the question, how did the previous owners build it up? Back then, there was not a whole lot in Northwest Arkansas. No, it is now, but then this was out of town. No, this was a dirt road, and this is just. Herman was a community man. He knew all the Budweiser distributor, the McBrides. No, he was a friend of his, so his family would come eat here. Don Tyson was a friend of his. Don would. This was just like the community restaurant,
spot, basically.
Pretty much, and everybody would come here and eat. And over the years, it just kept on going like that. And Herman just started a clientele that was unbelievable. These same people still come. The Tysons still come. Angela McBride still comes. It's just now it's become almost like an institution. People, every birthday they have, they're here. Every anniversary, they're here. Every time they come to a game, they're here. So it's just.
And what made you decide you want to take over?
I started working here in 1996 washing dishes. I was a dishwasher back then. And I had planned to stay in Fayetteville for 3 weeks. I came to visit a friend, and 3 weeks turned into 22 years.
Wow.
I got the job through a friend, and I never wanted to be in the restaurant business. I was actually in college. I had an internship with DuPont. I was the first intern DuPont picked up out of high school. And everything was going okay. But working here, most of the customers come in through the back door. All the regulars, they come in. Yeah, they walk right through the kitchen. And I was working here, and people would come in, they would stop in the dish room, and who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? They actually wanted to know who I was. And that's how the regulars are. They want to know everybody who works here because they feel like this is their place.
Our family, it's like a family thing.
That's exactly what it is. And that kind of kept me here a little longer because Bruce was shorthanded, and I was getting ready to go, and he asked me, he's like, well, can you stay a little bit longer? I said, why not? And 3 weeks turned to 3 months, and then 3 months, I was getting ready to go back to school. I called DuPont to ask how long I could take off and keep my internship. They said take up to a year. So I said, Bruce, okay, I'll give you a year. And after that year was up, I enjoyed it so much, and he trusted in me. I went from dishwashing to being the prep guy to working the line. At one point I was all three. It was crazy. I would wash dishes during the daytime and then get off work from washing dishes, go do the prep, then come in at night and be the line cook.
So you basically work the whole day?
Pretty much. When I first came up here, I had a few friends, but I didn't do anything. I was on a paper chase. I was just stacking paper, just making money. And it wasn't until I actually started probably running Herman's that I actually started to go out and kind of party a little bit. And that went into 2000.
Oh, nice. So you actually took ownership of Herman's in 2000? No,
I took ownership in 2013. Became a partner in 2011. Bruce and PJ is who I worked for back in 96 to 2000. Bruce was a friend of Herman Jr.'s. Herman Jr. didn't want the restaurant. So in 1990, Herman retired. And he called Bruce and brought Bruce in and showed him how to do it because Bruce had a restaurant out at Rocky Branch. brought him in, showed him how to do it, and then he leased it out to Bruce from 1990 to 2000 because Herman said he would never retire until he became a millionaire. So I'm gonna tell you the story.
Did he become a millionaire?
He became a millionaire, but it wasn't because of Herman. It was because Herman was an alcoholic, and he almost lost his place years ago. You know, him and Don went to Kemper Academy together. That's how they became good buddies. You know, Herman was this big scrapping guy, and he kind of took care of Don while they were at this academy. And you know, Don came back home, went to go work at Tyson Chicken with his family, and who owned Lindsay, Jim Lindsay.
Like Lindsay that owns all the apartments
yes,
in this area.
Yes, Jim Lindsay owned the property, and Jim was gonna kick him out. And so Herman told Don about it, and Don's mom actually gave Don the permission to buy it.
So basically, Don was the one who helped Herman with the startup money to start the company. Awesome.
Well, help him keep it.
Help him keep it.
He went in, they paid Jim Lindsay off and told him, no, we got the money for you, let him keep it, and he kept it. And so over the years, every time somebody came into Herman's and paid for a meal with a $100 bill, his wife Irene would give it to Herman, and Herman would give it to Don. And that went on for 20-some years. And finally, he had paid Don off, but Don never told him. So Don was still taking his money, but investing it in Tyson stock. And in 1990, Tyson stock split, and Herman became a millionaire. And so Don called newspapers, TV crews, and he showed up at Herman's with this plaque. Herman had no idea, no clue, and told him he was a millionaire.
That's crazy.
And then he decided he was going to retire now.
Yes.
Okay, I made it. I'm retiring.
Because he always told people he wasn't going to retire until he became a millionaire. And when it happened, that's when he called Bruce, and they took off. And then in 2000, Benny Spears and Shelby Rogers took over Herman's. Now, Benny was the corporate sanitarian for Tyson's for years. He wrote the book on cleaning chicken plants. And Shelby was Don Tyson's girlfriend. So Benny was 80% and Shelby was 20% in the business because Shelby didn't want to be in it, but she was going to take care of the books for Benny. And they couldn't run a restaurant, didn't have any idea how to do anything. And I was the only one who could. So they approached me and offered me opportunity of a lifetime. Yeah.
Nice.
And I was going to go to Rogers with Bruce and PJ because they have a restaurant called Mr. B Steakhouse. It's absolutely outstanding. It's in Rogers.
I've never tried it before, but since you mentioned this, I probably will.
He taught me everything I know. So he's
Really
when I'm not working and they're open, that's where I'm eating. So I went through Bruce and PJ, I went through Benny and Shelby, then Benny passed away and Shelby took over, but Shelby never really wanted it. But Don asked her to keep it as long as he was alive and told her, but when I'm gone, you make sure Nick gets it. And that's pretty much how I ended up with the restaurant. Once he passed away, me and my wife bought in, and then we eventually bought her out.
Okay, so you've told us about the challenges and the barriers that you face with this business, but can you tell us what are the successes and challenges and the barriers that this business faced throughout its time being here in Fayetteville?
The successes and barriers?
Like other challenges that you encountered around this business here in Fayetteville?
This business has had a lot of success. You know, I've been here, like I said, 22 years, and I've seen, when I first started, you know, I'm gonna throw some numbers out. If the business did 300, 400, that was a great year. Now we do well over $1 million.
Nice.
It's just grown because Northwest Arkansas has grown.
It is. It really is.
So the business just kept growing and growing and growing because more people kept coming, and people tell people and people come because we do no advertising.
Oh.
We don't sponsor
Wow.
anything. It's all word of mouth.
That's great.
So it's basically through the grapevines.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
And everybody comes in and was asking, how'd you hear about us? We get some free publicity. ESPN come in town, sometimes they put us on. People have written books and put us in magazines. We've had some help throughout the years, but for the most part, I was on an airplane and I was talking to somebody and told them I was going to Fayetteville, and they said, you got to go to Herman's. People always are telling us they've seen us somewhere. Somebody put us in a pamphlet, somebody put us in this brochure. But we don't pay for anything.
That's really awesome.
Now, as far as some of the barriers this business Fire. No, we had a fire. Herman had a fire. Benny had a fire. But really, there's not
Much fires.
Being
How
it-
severe were these fires?
Actually, Herman didn't even want to close. Herman's a different type of guy. Benny's fire, I think the restaurant was closed for probably a month. It was pretty bad. No, the fire was the best and one of the worst things that ever happened to the restaurant, because the building was getting really, the building's over 100 years old, and it was just, I'm surprised it's still standing. That fire gave us opportunity to put the new ceiling up. If you had seen the old ceiling, it had these little lamps that came down. You could see dips in the ceiling. There was leaks. I mean, the building was old.
Do you know what the building used to be? Was it just a home?
It was a farmhouse.
Uh-huh.
No, the bathrooms are additions. But when it finally became the first restaurant was in here in 1941. Before 1941, it was like just a farmhouse. And I mean, it's the same building, the same walls, the same floors. It's incredible that it's still actually standing. But I can tell you, every year it shifts just a little bit. You can tell by the windows, but to have somebody come in and like caulk the window, because eventually it'll probably fall down. We're probably one of the only buildings that's grandfathered in. That's why we're so close to the road. I don't know if I answered your question or not. I forgot
You
what you asked.
Perfect,
You did.
Okay.
And basically, like, we asked one question, but like all the other questions we had, you basically answered everything. And we something about we're really like, it's like this is really interesting, because in high school I was told if you don't advertise your business, then you'd never get customers.
Well, you got to understand, this business has been here since 1964, and our client base, they travel the world. You know, the Tysons, George's Chicken, people from JB Hunt, all these businesses bring people here, bring them here all the time. At lunch, if you come in at some lunches, you can have the president of every bank in Northwest Arkansas sitting in here. If not the president, the vice president, bank managers, law firms. They all come here and eat, and they tell people, they bring people, and these people go tell other people. It's unbelievable. When somebody's sitting at the bar and the guy says, I'm from New York, and I'm like, how'd you find out about Herman's? Well, I told one of my friends I was going to Arkansas, and he's like, you got to go eat this place called Herman's. They all got these crazy stories of how my auntie was in an airport in Atlanta, and she had a Herman t-shirt on, and the guy walks up to her, he says, you know Nick?
That's my nephew. What you talking about?
And that's what she said. And he was like, I eat at Herman's all the time. My son plays football up there. And then he called me. He's like, I'm standing here with your Aunt Shirley. I said, where you at? He's like, I'm in Atlanta. I'm like, oh my God. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina, sitting at a little pub. I got a Herman shirt on. Guy come to me, I'm eating there. You come here and you get a great experience. We pride ourselves on service and quality. Service is first. People come in, our regulars, most of the servers know their names, know their wife, the kids. So when they walk in, it's, hey Scott, welcome back. Where you want to sit at? And they bring their clients because they want that personal service. They want to feel like, so they bring
belong. Because like, come in, like, we didn't know what to expect, and like sitting here is like, I've known you since forever, because this conversation just keep flowing. I'm like, wow.
Well, that's how we treat people.
Wow, that's how it's supposed to be in every business.
Everybody on the wall has actually been in the restaurant.
So do we get a picture up there today or no?
You got to do something great first.
One day.
If you do something great, come on back here and bring me a picture. But yeah, I've got to meet some people I never ever thought I would. I got to do things because of this restaurant that I never dreamed. When I tell people I'm living a dream, I am living a dream. My life is great. I got married in this restaurant. I met my wife in this restaurant.
Wow.
We got married in front of a fish tank. This was Don Tyson's place. When he was alive, if he was in town, this is where he was. Don treated me almost like a son. Giving me advice. It was, but that's how all these people treat us. We treat them like family. They treat us like family. No, it is unbelievable. No, I'm a huge Razorback fan, and for Nolan Richardson to call me and ask me if I want to play golf with him, I almost died. You have no idea. My wife brought me the phone and she said, maybe Coach Richardson's on the phone with you. I said, Coach Richardson? I said, Nolan? She was like, yeah. Gave me the phone, wanted me to play golf with him in his charity golf tournament. No, when I got on the phone, first thing I asked is, how can I help you? No, because I think you need something. And he asked me that. She had to put her hand on my hand to calm me down because I was about to cry. And as soon as I got off the phone, I had to call my mom. And now, Coach calls me up all the time. No, Nick, I need some turkey legs. No, or Coach A called me, Nick, Coach Richmond needs turkey legs. I'm coming out to pick up some. Okay, see, I'm getting excited. I'm starting to talk fast.
It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, I get to hang out with basketball coaches, football coaches. No, we feed the football team. I'm doing stuff I've never dreamed. When Scottie Pippen walked in here, I had to refocus to keep cooking because we were packed. I'm like, is that really Scottie Pippen? No, I've got to do. No, we honeymooned in Cabo San Lucas at Don Tyson's house. They got a compound. It's not even a house. It's 3 houses.
Wow.
And he sent us down there for our honeymoon. And when we came back, he asked me. He got fishing boats down there. We went on a fishing boat. He said, "Did you catch a marlin while you're down there?" I said, "No, sir." He said, "We got to go back again next year." I'm like, no, Wallace Spearman. That's my partner.
Mm-hmm.
No, we go play golf. He was in here this morning.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he just stopped by just to see if I needed. He comes in, he walks in the back door, he'll fix his own drink, get his own silverware, and come sit up at the bar. No, he'll get up and go bust tables. He's like our child.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's all these people. No, whenever they come, they treat us like we're family, and we reciprocate. That's how it is. No, if most of our customers say we close at 9:15, and somebody just landed at the airport. Nick, we just got in. You think you can stay there? We come get something to eat? Yeah, come on down. No, sometimes there be people here while we close. No, a lot of the coaches have to come down when we're closed, so they can actually have some privacy. No, but this is that place. This is that place. This is where people bring their special people.
So basically, the legacy from during Herman's time have lived on.
It's Herman grew a legacy. Bruce and PJ kept that legacy going. Benny and Shelby came in, and that's when we started to grow it even more. And from what people say, me and Carrie have we've blown it out the water. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. No, now we cater. Probably shouldn't have started it because it's got out of control. No,
Yeah,
this is a little bitty building. You know, there's some days when I gotta feed the football team. No, we used to just do it on Sundays and Mondays when we're closed, but now they want us to feed them on Tuesday, on Friday. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to do. That's all I got. There's no other kitchen. There's no other stove. I got that grill. I got 2 ovens up under it, and I got a shed out back with a big oven in it.
How many employees do you have?
Full time, I think we probably have 14. Part time, I think we probably have 4, maybe 5. I don't know. But no, we probably have 10 part time. But they don't work all the time.
Are they students at the U of A or?
Some of them are students. We have one. My son works here. He's in high school. One of his buddies works here. He's in high school. We have part timers who are like my wife's sister. One of my wife's friends. One of my buddies who football season when we're really really busy. She'll call former employees. Ask them if they want to come in this weekend and help out. We got a lot of helpers who we bring in when we're really really busy, or when we're catering. We use former employees. Because we got to have the crew here. So she'll call her sister, her mom. Right now, my daughter's friends. She's brought in some of her friends. They work here. It's truly a family. Yeah.
You You can see that because like the fact that you said you can call ex-workers and they come and help, it shows that there's a relationship that can take on for a lifetime.
I take pride in when we got college students working here. The first thing is school. My wife wants to see your grades at the end of every semester. If your grades aren't right, you're gonna get some time off. If you got a test, pop quiz, something come up, and you're supposed to work, you just call Carrie. I got a test tomorrow. Okay? No questions asked. School always comes first. And we've had engineers, but just had Tina graduate. She's an electrical engineer. We got a couple of ex-employees who are GMs at car dealerships. We got another engineer, two in Texas. We had one leave us to go be a realtor. She's doing very well. And she's a great realtor because she worked here.
That gives you a connection.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, we're probably the only business you will find where our full-time employees, most of them, the ones who've been here long enough, they have full coverage insurance. We pay 100% of it. Because we want to keep people. It's hard to keep people.
Now. I think I need a job. But being international, I can't work off campus.
Okay. But it's hard to find good people. You want the ones who want to stay here because if you don't stay here, if you got high turnover, you can't get that personal service because you don't know these people.
That's true.
I think Jerry's been here like 8 years. Taylor, my niece, she's 25 now. She's been here since she was 17. My daughter's been here since she was 18. She's 23. No, Taylor's 25. My daughter's 23. Austin, he's been here since this was his first job. We've known Austin since he was a little kid. My wife and his grandma worked together. My best friend, the other guy at the bar eating, that's Alvin. He's been here 2 years. We just brought him on. Who else has been here long? Leah's been here 7, 8 years. Caitlin's probably the newest one. They've all been here a while. And we try to keep them as long as we can. We know we're not going to keep the college ones. Because
after college they're going to leave to go somewhere so they can get a job.
It ain't even about leaving. If you work here and you're in college, people, they know how me and Carrie are. If you can work for us and survive, working for them is probably going to be easy. So they find out who you are, what you're majoring in. They try to find out what your plans are. We know we're going to lose them because some of our customer base is going to hire them.
So basically, you're just out here preparing them for the work world that they're going to get into. That's awesome.
You can't hold it. People hate to leave. David, he's an engineer too. He got this offer he's from Texas and his brother's an engineer. And the place where he worked made him this offer. Gonna pay him $24 an hour. Gonna pay for him to finish his school at Texas A&M. He came to us and he was terrified. He sat there and cried because he didn't know what to do. And I said, well, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm gonna help you out. I said, you're fine. I said, because that's something you can't turn down.
For real. Getting your school paid for, plus being,
But he felt that strongly about us that he felt like he was betraying us. Made me feel great. Made me feel great to see him.
Achieving his goals.
Yes,
right?
And now he's finished with school. He's doing great. That's what we bank on. You give them that good service, and the food's good. Great. What I tell my servers, you can give them great service, and I can mess up their order, and they'll come back and give us a chance. I can give some great food, and you give them terrible service, they might not come back.
That's true.
You mess up one person or piss one person off, they're gonna go tell everybody they know. You might be lucky if you give somebody great service and they tell one person. But luckily, our customers go out and tell people about us. That's what keeps us going.
Awesome.
Have I helped y'all out?
You have, and we really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
I do
Thank
what
you
I
very
can.
much. Thank you very much. I think this is us getting 100, right, Dr. Lofton?
Oh yeah.
100.
A good deal.
Thank you very much.
You
We
are very
really
welcome.
appreciate you taking out time out of your busy schedule to help us out.
We're smoking turkeys right now. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving.